Welcome back, adventurers, to the continuing adventures of the warrior queens of the Mediterranean. And we have a new queen, Queen Sophia. And she's a scholar queen, and she's also a theologian and novice hunter, a wise woman, a journaler, and she's a genius and pretty, and an unyielding defender of her people and her queendom. That's what we shall call it. Okay, we have a couple of items on our to-do list. First of all, the first issue to take care of is Kriti, our breakaway sister. Thought it would be a good idea to just take her inheritance and run with it and not be with us. Now, there's two ways to deal with this. One is to take back her titles, which we could do, but we are just. She does deserve an inheritance, right? The other way is to form an alliance with her and leave her independent. She's not very strong though, and that's a problem. There will be others who will come for her thinking that she's weak. We could form an alliance with her, and that will probably deter most enemies. But there is also the matter of the Count of Genua, our brother Pelagius. We are allied with him already. Maybe we should just form an alliance, see how that goes. We could always take the kingdom title back at some point, if we want to, although this is the time to do it, right? Because right now she only has 200 Nile archers. And we can't just ask her to become a vassal of us. We need to, we can negotiate an alliance. She doesn't want that. Well, that makes the choice easier. If you don't want an alliance with us, then we're going to have to take the title. My claims. Now, like I said, we are just. Sophia is just. Just. Strong sense of justice. So, Arati does deserve an inheritance, but either we help protect her and our brother by her becoming a vassal, or, like we are now forced to do, we take the despotite title. She can even keep the duchy. That means that my brother is her vassal, but that is only right, because we are a warrior queen realm, right? Women should lead this. I think that is what we should do. Just take the top title. Don't be too greedy. No injustice. Just let's be one realm. Alright. Move the rally point. It's far away. Yeah, we should move it here. Syracuse. And just a minute arms is probably enough. Right? Oh, Alice is still in charge here. Yes, but Alice is like, she's 70 years old. Saki looks good for this. Or Holy Warrior, Rough Terrain, Military. No, Saki looks good for this. Alright, and then we shall go. I guess we shall land here in Genua, and then make our way over to where her troops are. To fair Sophia, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. I want another knight, because I have Paolo in my court, who is also a good knight, but he was single, so let's give him somebody to warm up his bed. And there's a couple of others that I looked at who was single in my court. A lesson in lucre. My niece Yania has just finished a lesson held by Symmachus on the management of the treasury in the gold arena. Yania seems to have taken the lesson to heart with a reinforced sense of justice. She's constantly talking about how everyone, from the highest Despotissa to the lowest sorcerer, plays their sorcerer? What's that? Somebody who makes sauces? Okay, plays their part in the economy of the realm. I have also adjusted the volume of the music. I've noticed that sometimes it can be quite loud. So let me know if it's better now or if it's still a bit too loud. Alright, a strong sense of justice will endear you to the people, or girl, no, what you need to do is bleed them. No, I'm just, so I would tell her to be just as well. So this is Yanya, who is into body paint apparently, and she is the daughter of Stathi, my brother, who married into Makuria, right? And I decided I wanted to educate her. And my friend King Petro died. He was my friend as well. Okay, that's good. But then who is now in charge of Makuria? My sister-in-law. Does that mean we have an alliance? No, it doesn't. Can we negotiate an alliance? Yes, we can. Okay. Which reminds me, there was another one that we lost because of somebody dying, and that is Asturias. And do you want... No. Now you think we have too many alliances, right? No, I am at war, that's why. Okay. Then we'll do that after the war. Okay, we are here in Crete. Let's take them on. Come on, sister. Let's be united. Beat their armies first. And Leondia has the same lesson. A strong sense of justice will endear you to the people. This is my granddaughter by Lazarus, my son Lazarus, who unfortunately died of pneumonia. She's also wheezing, so she might have the same problem, and that's it. We won the war. Irapitna. Okay. Enforce our demands. We gained the title, and my sister is now my vassal. Princess Arathi of the Mediterranean, the Duchess of Crete. That's fair enough, right? Okay. Disband our troops. And let's see, do we have anybody else in our prison? Pelagios. Okay. Not sure why you are in our prison, but I'll let you go for a hook. Oh, and conversion. Yeah, why not? Alright, I've concluded my task. Promote culture in Capi. I looked it up. Yeah, that is the Ypsilon Ita in Greek. So in modern Greek, at least, it would be Capi. Capua makes more sense to me. That's how we know it. But yeah, okay. We speak Greek here. Inspiration. There is another book inspiration. She wants to write. Didn't she already write a book about medicine? Well, her skill is legendary, so we have plenty of money, so we shall sponsor it. It's in progress. Why did you stop? Okay, that makes no sense. But, alright. What's happening with Vasily Romion? Yeah, okay. We're waiting for them to have some troubles, and then we can take southern Cyprus and Rhodos and Naxos and all those lovely islands. Also here, Kefalinia. Kefalinia. Kefalonia is how I know it. Benevento is having some trouble. I think we should take this county, right, for continuation, and also this one. But let's see how that ends. And like we said before, we have eyes on Genua. However we are supposed to say this in our culture. We want this, right? But it's part of Italy. We are currently stronger than Italy. They have no allies. We do. So let's just take what was promised to us, right? We should be the queen of the Mediterranean. It means all the coastal counties are rightfully ours. Okay, let's do that. Let me just say that. No, that doesn't work. Here, this one. Yeah. There we go. And then we shall move our rally point to here. Ostia. And probably we want to raise all armies here. Which is now 3 armies. Okay. I think that's gonna be enough. Seeing that they don't have allies. And I forgot to re-establish an alliance with the Asturias. That child has grown up. That is wonderful. Dionysius, son of my niece Eugenia. He is a genius. Now, I don't think we have any... Oh, we do have Vasiliki. And Maria. Okay, but then there is a danger of inbreeding. Yeah. And she is very much older and sick. Vasiliki, my brother Vivas. We could risk it. I think this should be matrilineal. Although he is in my court. Yeah, we want him in our court, right? There will be of our house anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Hopefully we don't get too many inbred children. We have factions against us. Ooh, we want Agathon on the Crete throne against us. Yeah, well, tough luck. I'm leading this? I don't think so. I mean, yes, I'm good. Maybe Isabel should be leading. Mendo. This has only 1 knight. These have 3 knights. These have 6 knights. So this is like the best. She's 28. Yeah, she should lead this. Or I can aggressive attack her. That. She is the best at that. Yeah, okay. Let her fight an honorable fight and maybe die an honorable death. Um, Name to remember. My beneficiary Jean approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lady? My beloved Pandaleon, or only the Lord guides me? Quite satisfied. My ward Nikitas has been asking me for a sewing kit for a long time, and I told him I would get one for him in 3 months if he displayed more focus in his studies. He responded he was fine with his current dedication to his studies, reward or no reward. We all learn to live with our lot in life. And there we go. Inspiration realized. Magnificent. A medical manuscript. That is wonderful. Are we going to win this fight? Seems we might be in danger. Apparently Isaac spit in my word Halima's food during dinner a few nights ago. One of the cooks came upon Halima spitting in Isaki's food in secret. Halima, why did I take you in? That explains why Isaki's been looking a bit green during dinner the last few times. She must have been spitting in Isaki's food for days, the little sneak. Just what he deserves. Don't be so meek, take revenge. Deceitful but vengeful is a sin, right? So now, can you guys come and help, or will you even make it in time? Education at an end. My goodness, this is really wow. Leonidas has come of age. It's time he left my care. All right. Yeah, until we meet again, I guess. We do win this battle. That is a nice last minute save. Yeah, go back there. We might need to go to the capital. Leonidas, you need to get married before I forget. Do we want you to bring in, you're my courtier, right? You are Chrysanthos' son. $39. He is strong. We don't want an alliance with him, we want to take him over. She's 60. No, the first one. That's it. Okay. Let's take this county. To the first Sophia, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Excellent. And Raisa is no longer my lady in waiting because she died of old age. 76, that's a good age. Vasiliki is an excellent game. I will appoint her and one new court artifact, yeah. And we learned, what did we learn? The Iberian vulgar language. We learned Spanish. Should I send a letter to Alfonso? Yeah, let's send him a letter in Spanish. Because I do want him to like me and to accept my proposal for an alliance. And Arathi has now arrived in Panormos to pay homage to me. Show her in at once. Justina has died? Killed during a siege? Are the Italians sieging, eh? No. And she was pregnant too. 6 months pregnant. That is tragic to go out like that. She was a pilgrim as well. Yeah, we should take that as an inspiration. So now we have a 9-year-old again on the throne of Minorca. That was 56. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Meletios, he is 9. Meletios is Eugenia's son. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. By leader Ulaim of the peasant revolt. Wow. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Princess Arathi, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the despot. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction and Arathi's rights to the land she rules in my stead. Serve me well, Princess Arathi. You know who is your queen. I will be the best couple ever. Yes. You too will be the best couple ever. Okay. Where are we? Here. Okay, I've made a friend with one of my wards. Siege progress swimmingly. And we have another child of our dynasty, my son Pelagius and his wife, Marie of Bourgogne. Yeah, she's a dwarf, but that's the way it is, right? She's also a gluttonous. She's trying to grow, but she's growing in the wrong dimension. Adriani. Melissa. Melissa is a good name. Was probably Melissa. Honeybee. We took the bishop. We took the bishop prisoner. Can we get a good amount of money for him? Nope. Okay. Whatever. We control this. Yeah. Okay. We control all of it. Now let us go and fight the Italians in their capital. They're gonna try and take it back. Okay, so we have a 7-month siege and they have a 3-month siege. Yeah, that's not... Okay, so all of these get together, station besiegers, and the rest can go and grab these guys. And now he has an alliance or what? No. No longer a missionary. Okay, we need to do something about it. I wish these notifications wouldn't go right on top of the paused thing. Or that we can see here that it's actually paused and not just temporarily stopped by an event. It used to be better about that. I know I've complained about this before. It's just one of my pet peeves. And I haven't seen a mod that re-implements that. Maybe if somebody knows about it, let me know. And we have another lifestyle perk. Know thyself. That is an important one. Okay. So now we have a choice. Do we want to finish this whole tree, go to whole body and live a long life? Or should we switch to maybe diplomacy, martial? It would help to have some more knights. Stewardship, because we're also building. Maybe go for architect. Even intrigue, but that's not really our thing. No. maybe go for martial for a bit? Because we are warrior queens, right? Prestige, majesty, focus. No, I need the piety. So I will stay on the theology focus because that gives me 1 extra piety a month. Yeah, that's what I will do. This is nice, might give us extra income. Control growth. Yeah, prestige, we have plenty, so... Zacchaeus comes of age. Okay. The skilled tactician, that's not bad. My son Zacchaeus, he is betrothed with a girl from the Armenian kingdom over there. This is the spy master, who is pretty strong. Oh, Princess Mbat. I want an alliance with you. I can. Yeah. Because we don't officially have an alliance, so let's do this. Okay, we win this. Are they coming for... I was gonna say Rome, but that's not Rome, it's Milan, isn't it? Yeah, we lost this one. We should have stationed more, but then... So did we lose all of our onages? Yeah, we lost all of our onages. Okay, so this siege is now going to take long. And he has more trouble? What is going on? I gained a trait. Ill, my mortal body. The spots are present, high or low, it doesn't matter. It's Pelagius no longer low. My goodness. I should have. And the spots are present, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. You seem to be under the weather, my lady. I know a fair number of suitable remedies. Do no more than what is necessary. It's just a cold. And I immediately feel a little bit brighter. Excellent work. So, he was stripped of his title by my sister. Right? Yeah. Shidukanya. I'm just, right? So Prince Pelagius, my brother, he has ruled Kanya for a long time. He's 69 years old, and now you're taking it away from him. That's not right. It just isn't. Okay, let's invite him to my court. And then we'll see what we'll do about that. I'm starting to really dislike my sister. Yeah, she's ambitious, see? That is the problem. She won't take no for an answer. She wants that kingdom. She's gonna be trouble. And Yania has come of age, and it is time she left my care. She has become, wow, Midas touched, although she didn't get any of the traits in stewardship. Okay, I think we should do something about your wardrobe, my dear. Oh, she went back to Africa. Okay, then it doesn't matter. Then it's appropriate, I guess. Exotic arms, along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. A group of Cisalpine peddlers purport to have brought Bodpa objects, said to have come from the faraway court of a great ruler, Guillermo Lakpa of Kham, no less. Augusta, the leading trader, grins darkly. This unique armor could be yours for a special price, of course, great Despotissa. A likely yarn indeed. I look to Key for guidance. I am not familiar with Kham work, but this seems to be finely made. Do I want to spend 370 gold for Pugil mail? 9 effectiveness plus 6%. And we right now have this Italian mail. This is much better. Okay, fetch my coin purse. Wow, that's expensive. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, Pelagius and his family have arrived at court. A child has grown up Philippa. So she is a genius, and she's an intricate web weaver, but she's much stronger in stewardship. Can we find a genius husband for you? Preferably one that's not of our dynasty, not of our bloodline. Kostolansky, yeah. Okay, there are some, but they are old, or they are much younger and of our dynasty. What about this guy? He is so much older. Yeah, also we want a matrilineal, right? That takes him out of the equation. No, it does not. But he's a lunatic. What about Xenon? Well, let's see what you can do for us. Okay. How are we doing? We're almost there. My granddaughter Leondia has been asking me for a stick horse for a long time, and I told her I would get her one in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. She responded she was fine with her current dedication to her studies, reward or no reward. Content. Okay. And we now control a Lombardia. Okay, but we still do not win this war this way. Okay, it seems we need to fight them. What? I don't have an army leader. I'm gonna lead myself then. Wait for them to come. No, they're not coming. Okay, we need to take back this. My granddaughter Kali has been impressed with one of the household territorial for a long time. After finally meeting in person, she has been repeating the warrior's words to herself. Work hard and you can master anything. Indeed, hard work will bring her where she wants. So this is Kali from my son Lazarus and Altonian, one of the Armenian ladies, and she got nice blonde hair. Let's change. Although she is wheezing, unfortunately. Diligent, generous, or patient. You're going for intrigue. Ah, fine, it's good. I mean, who wouldn't want their child to be diligent? Ah, I'm ill though. I shouldn't be leading this army. I'm old as well. No. And we have a scheme at court. Somebody is trying to... No, my courtier Essin is scheming against my niece Chrysophony. Essin. Okay, throw her in jail. I need to change who is leading this army. Yeah, Mendo, I guess. And first, go here. Then, today my ward Halima was taught a lesson in vessel management by Symmachus. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond her grasp. Everyone makes mistakes, Halima exclaims. When I rule, I will forgive and let live, so that my realm may prosper. Perhaps she would be a too forgiving ruler? She's not gonna be a ruler. Be patient, let things play out, and then make your judgment. A call to war. Join me in the holy war for the Sheikhdom of Kari. I will accept. I must accept, right? They did in the recent dev diary talk about changing this up, right? Making it more balanced in a way, giving us more options. Different kinds of alliances. And another lesson in lucre. I have way too many words. My friend Nikitas has just finished a lesson held by Symmachus on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. Nikitas seems to have taken the lesson to heart with a reinforced sense of justice. He's constantly talking about how everyone, from the highest Despotissa to the lowest scullery maid, plays their part in the economy of the realm. Just a greedy or callous. As a just queen, we would, of course, support him to be just. The battle is over, and Theodotus has concluded his task. We should go and take back the war goal, and Theodotus should go and convert another county. I guess. There. Do we want to promote our culture? Yes. And you are managing the royal guards. Oh, we may need to switch to control. Okay, this war is lasting much longer than I was hoping for. What about our onagers? They're unraised. My queen is a leader, died in my dungeons, yes. I think it's time to consider calling in some allies. It's not like we have too little prestige. Traveling Inkwell, that is a good one. Call allies to war, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe Louis of Bourgogne wants to come. And we can create the Empire of Italia. We control enough counties in the Empire of Italy to create a title. Well, that would solve our kingdom problem, right? Or would treaty not be considered part of it? "13 of 16 counties, that's all it means." That's a bit weird. It's because I had there is a setting, right? In the game rules, or it might be just part of more game rules mod. But I used this for the first time to destroy all the empires except like the Byzantine Empire, the Persian Empire, the HRE maybe? It didn't exist, right? But yeah, except a few already existing ones. So we're dealing with that now, because if you go here, that's like, it's all black. No empires exist. Yeah. So Italy is now just this. That can't be right. That can't be right. Alright, back to the war. Yeah, we did call them in, right? Of course I should join you in this war. That is great. They're again going for this. I lost the trade ill. Finally feel like myself again. Station besiegers, and the others can go here. They don't come around. Okay, go back here. We have another learning perk. Isabel of Neapolis. I have arrived in Bahamas to pay homage to you, glorious Despotissa, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Show her in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Princess Isabel, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the despot. You didn't bring a little gift for your mother? Princess Isabel rises, looking awkward. From the corner of my eye, I notice my son Prince Romanos in the Mediterranean, swooning, clearly besotted by the Countess. Romanos, are you okay? This is your sister. I think we are done here. Because you're married. Oh, they did get this. Damn. Okay, get back together and get back over here. Oh, no, maybe not all of you. Split. Yeah, and then this one has the... No, none of you have... And I'm leading this. But now I feel better, right? 13 prowess is still not very good because we're getting... I need to raise my onagers. Raise all here. 37 days. Okay, who is this? Hildegard. Okay. Kira. Yes, I do like that name. Philippa has given birth to a daughter. Philippa is my niece's daughter. Now you go over here, help with this siege. We have a faction against us, of course. Of course. But no longer has an alliance with us because Pelagius died. My brother Pelagius, I'm so sorry. I couldn't get you back into Genua. I'm starting to really dislike my sister. Yeah, it doesn't really say that here. Yeah. My brother Pelagius died of old age. So I joined his war, but now I don't need to go there anymore. Right? Right? I'm still involved in this war. That's not right. The alliance has been broken. I shouldn't be expected to fight in that war. Alright, Alright. Wash your hands or carefree? Carefree is a good one. Less stress. And we have a dynasty legacy. We're going for glory, right? Yes. Personal scheme power and monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience. That is pretty good. That's pretty good. My granddaughter Melissa has just finished a lesson held by Vasiliki on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. Melissa seems to have taken the lesson somewhat to heart. While she understands the role of the lower classes, she also insists that if a peasant stops paying their taxes, they are of no more use and should be discarded. A very callous view on human life. Do not let more feelings hold you back. Have you learned nothing? The lesson was about fairness. Yeah. A new situation has happened. Yeah, we need to hold court, right? Finer points of diplomacy. My granddaughter Leontia was taught a lesson in vassal management by Simachos. It was quite a complicated course necessary, but perhaps a little bit beyond her grasp. Must let things take their time, she says. Only by being patient and letting my subjects work at their own pace may I rule wisely. Leontia seems unaware that some subjects would willfully waste her time. Patience will serve you well. Yeah, patience will serve you well. I think, no, this, go here. What? Go here, here, meet them there, you, merge, and go here, and then meet them there, I guess. My niece Vasiliki has given birth to a daughter. Anastasia. Alright, may she grow strong and wise. And Marie has given birth to a son. Ignatius. That is a nice pinch movement, but it looks like he's escaping. No, he's not escaping. Okay, finally, that battle is over. Go back to the capital. My goodness. Made another friend. That is great. Prisoners that can be ransomed. Raf is plotting against my niece. The loathsome fiend. Why would you do that? Okay, we need to find him a spouse, not in my court. Doesn't need to be a genius. Somebody fertile, yeah, that he can make babies with somewhere far away. Yeah, he's lowborn, so nobody highborn wants to take him on, right? Except these three, possibly. You are in your food. Okay. I'll accept it. Get him out of my court. Get him out of my sight. Finally we got it. Enforce our demands. Get our troops out of there. And then Release them, send them home. We are most definitely not going to that war. And Guardian there. Yeah, that mod I had to get out of a war, it hasn't been updated to the current game version. So it doesn't seem possible to get out of this. Yeah, we can't get out of this. Well, let him lose it then, if he doesn't want to be allied to me anymore. All because my brother died. Okay, so now we have this bit. We shall keep it Cisalpine because we want a hybrid culture with them. That means, of course, that means, of course, that we should not wage war with more Cisalpine counties if we want to keep get the cultural acceptance up. Yeah, we want maritime mercantilism. Maybe eventually we want strong believers, but we're not really about mountains, we're all about coasts. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the Republican legacy. Yes, city holdings give more taxes, developmental levies, but significantly lowers control gain. And the Republic vassal opinion is -20. How is that a good legacy? Alright. Yes. So we have about 5,000 piety. We should get a little bit more, I think. Oh, we are over the domain limit. These are 2 counties. Monoikos. And Genua. I'm guessing I want to appoint someone here. Oh, it's not, it's 1 county but 2 castles. Well, that is interesting. I can grant this to a local Cisalpine noble. Right. Baron Ranieri. And he has a beautiful daughter, Eleonora. Okay. And a Catholic French wife. Alright. And then this one, it has the walls of Genoa. There's some good bonuses here. Those are really good bonuses. But it's just for the county, right? Not for the holder of the county. So I'm thinking we should grant it to a local noble, and that will increase the cultural acceptance. And see, we get a woman here. Well, she's 73, okay, we will inherit this pretty soon again. But see how the game just assigns it to women very often. So why can't we do that ourselves to our daughters? It's just not fair. Okay, thank you for watching. So this is our plan, really, in terms of culture. We want to hybridize with the Cisalpine culture to get their maritime mercantilism tradition. And we want to get some more piety so we can reform our religion and make it possible that way to grant titles to women, because it's our faith that is holding us back right now and forcing us to use the console. Anyway, enough about that. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. On the way out, please hit that like button.